self-sabotage. And a quick definition, it's basically when you have your inner monologue is limiting what you can do in terms of trying to reach your goals. It's that negative self-talk. And I think in the episode we did, Mark's called his John, I think, or something. Lee said his was called bitch. And I call mine the devil voice. It was an episode, I think 4 of my podcast, going back like 3 years ago now, that I called it the devil voice, and like the little angel and the devil that are sitting on the shoulder of the conscience, and like, you know, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, whatever. It's that devil voice, that the inner monologue that tells you, like, you know, for me, for the supplements, it would be like, oh, no one's going to want to buy your damn supplements, Howard. Nobody cares about what you got to vlog about, Howard. You know, why even try? You know, it's that negative voice, and that is setting small, manageable goals. I'll give you an example. When I got out of the hospital in 2009, you know, the doctors thought I wasn't going to make it out of the hospital. Thankfully, I did make it out of the hospital. Or did I? But I got out of the hospital. You know, here I am trying to rebuild my health. Didn't have that. Turned this way for the sun. And I had no job. So didn't know what I was going to do. Didn't know how I was going to tackle it. And then eventually came to the realization that, hey, Howard, you just got to take it on day by day. Like, literally focus on today, say Friday, since today's Friday, do A, B, and C, and then don't worry about Saturday. Now, obviously, I did think about it at times. I mean, it's impossible to think about what's going to happen in the future, but my primary focus was on what I had to do today, and then tomorrow would take care of itself. This is a concept that Harmony, the Bliss Broker Garcia, brought up during the episode of 5 Deep Podcast where we talked about self-sabotage. It's the same concept as what I've discussed on my podcast before, just 2 different terms. And she calls it playing the movie out to the end. I have called it getting leverage on yourself, but it's the same thing. So the concept behind it, the idea behind it is, imagine what will happen if you don't take concerted action on your goal. So I have here the sample, or a sample, of the pre-workout for the supplements. And I've talked about it in these vlogs and my podcast multiple times that, you know, I procrastinated for over a decade. So to use this example, or use this technique in an example, would be, I imagine what I would feel like, what my life would be like if I continued procrastinating. So how would I feel in another 6 months if I don't take the actions, or I don't take actions on the goals that I've set up? How will I feel in a year? How will I feel in 2 years? And I imagine that I'm not going to feel good. I'm going to feel like shit. So in essence, I'm flipping the script on a previous vlog where I talked about how not taking action was less painful in my mind than taking action. Well, now I'm flipping the script to where it's more painful to procrastinate and sit on my ass and not take action than it is to take action. It's the 5-second rule. So if you're hesitant on acting on something, you know, procrastination in terms of this topic, that little voice in your head going off, you count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And you got to count down. You can't count up. I've done something similar where I counted down from 3, 3, 2, 1, then go. So, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, good morning, good morning. So I've counted down from 3, 3, 2, 1, and then I act. And I don't know all the ins and outs of, like, scientifically how it's supposed to work or anything like that. So for me, the way I think about why it works for me is it's kind of tricking your brain into not thinking too much about it. You know, we overthink things. That's when, like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Or what if this doesn't work? Or what if it doesn't go as planned? No, you just do it. It's almost instinct. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, y'all. Do you mind if I ask you a question? So what is one thing you could do today that you've never done before that you think would change your life forever?
What could I do today that I've never done before that could change my life forever? Probably go vegan. I'm
Great
a meat
answer.
eater, and I think if I stop eating meat, that would probably change my life forever.
Great answer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.